Hi, today we're going to talk about British Airways Chatbot. So here are a couple of screenshots, but before we go and analyze the chatbot and have an overview, let's talk about British Airways as the company. So a couple of facts about British Airways. You probably heard about the company, but the most important thing for us is that the company carries around 150,000 customers every day and annually serves around 45 customers for 2019, which was the peak. And then if we look at this data, we see that in 2023, they had around 37 million customers a year. So this is a lot. Can you imagine how many requests they have and how big the load on customer service is? So how customers can get in touch with British Airways? So there are multiple ways. For example, through the website, they have ways to self-serve there, like buy tickets, and there is a help center there. You can find phone numbers, or you can actually find the chatbots there. There is also a mobile app which the company encourages to use. You can do many things there as well to self-serve. Also at the airport, you can contact the staff directly. You can call, there are phone numbers. And even on social media, you can write. Maybe your request will not be answered immediately, but people still try to contact, ask questions on Instagram or Facebook. And they have actually Facebook Messenger chatbot as well. We're not talking about it in this video, but if you want, you can have a look. It's somewhat outdated, and I think that there is a lot of information there about COVID restrictions. So I think it was created at that time when there were a lot of questions about the COVID-related questions. Here's a screenshot where you can see actually from the Instagram, from their official British Airways page, and a customer is asking, how can I change a flight date? I mean, on the post, and you can see that somebody replied, like another user has replied, and the person said that, yeah, I have bought with British Airways app. So there are many inquiries through different channels. And what so the industry is aviation, and many companies, many aviation companies, they do have their own chatbot integrated in the help center, and the most frequently asked questions are about delays, cancellations, asking refunds. So it can be initiated by the company, the cancellation, and then the customer would ask, what should I do next? They want to contact the company directly. There are questions about lost baggage, flight assistance questions. Customers want to ask about flight status, manage tickets, like cancel or reschedule, like in the previous example. There are many questions about check-in information or some issues about check-ins. So this is also something that customers wants to ask, and many other questions. So aviation chatbots are a very good use cases because they are available, and chatbots are available 24/7. They can help you self-serve instead of waiting for a human. However, they are also complicated because there are a lot of scenarios to implement, first of all. Another thing is that the information has to be up to date. And if you have a chatbot which is intent powered, as compared to generative AI powered, then you have to duplicate all this information that you already have in your help center and create all these predefined questions. If you go with generative AI, we know what happened with Canada Airlines, where the chatbot just gave wrong information. It was powered by LLM, the chatbot hallucinated, and it all ended up in the lawsuit for the company. You can read it on the internet. So if the company, and here in this example, British Airways uses intents, they use Salesforce platform and they use intents. So you have to write examples for each intent. And it becomes very complicated because there are a lot of fallbacks. You cannot, conversation designers have to think about every scenario, about every possible transaction, every possible questions, every possible way to phrase this question. So in many cases, the chatbot would answer that they don't understand and ask you to rephrase. You can subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to do the review of many different chatbots, different industries. You can write in the comment which industry or company you're interested in. And the next chatbot that I'm going to analyze would be American Airlines chatbot. It's quite different from British Airways. And if you watch 2 videos, you're going to see the difference. And the idea of these videos of mine is to start, if you are creating chatbots or interested in chatbots, so that by looking at different chatbots, you'll start to see the places where you would ask questions. Why is it implemented in this way? Okay, now let's go and have a look at let's have a look at the chatbot. So first of all, we're going to the official website of British Airways. And as you can see, so this is the start page. And as you can see, we have different options here to self-serve. We can buy tickets, we can manage our flight. And if we need help, so there is a help button here. You can see that on the main page, there is no way to find the chatbot. So there are social media, but there is no chatbot button. As compared to other companies, some companies are adding the chatbot here as a pop-up. Others have chatbots in the help center. So let's go to the help center. Again, there is no pop-up here in the help center, so discoverability is it's hidden. So I don't know if it's made intentionally or not. So first, when we are on the help page, we can see that there are frequently asked questions. You can manage some issues with delayed cancellation, refund, baggage. So they encourage you to self-serve before you go and contact them. And then at the bottom of the page, we see that we can call and we can start talking to the chatbot. If we click Start Chat, you see that there is this small pop-up which says British Airways. And the interesting thing is that you have to, it's required field, you have to enter your first name, last name, and email. So it's a little bit unusual because for most chatbots, you don't have to do that. I think this is a legacy from Salesforce. They collect leads. So it's here. And another reason is that because they might use your email to resolve some issues, because this chatbot can actually hand over the conversation to the human, and the human will have immediately your email, and they can actually look at the database and help you resolve your issue. However, the chatbot, when I was chatting, didn't use this information. It doesn't have this information about me immediately. So I think that it looks a little bit redundant for me, but and start chatting. It says, hello, Marina. One thing that I want to point out, I think that the window is ridiculously small. So there are other chatbots and they occupy more space, and you can see there is unused space here. So it could be bigger. And for now, let me just increase this window so you can see, but it's very small. You can go and check it out yourself. Another thing that we want to look at, so I have my checklist here. So we talked about discoverability, that it's a little bit hidden. Then we have to enter our information, which is a little bit unusual for chatbot. And yeah, the window size, we have discussed it, that's a little bit small and could be bigger. And yeah, so let's investigate what we can see here. If I can end chat. I don't want to end chat right now. I can, yeah, if I click, so I can make it smaller, and then there is this burger menu. What I can do is I can save the transcript. I can end chat as well as here, and I can go to main menu. I won't do this right now. Let's see, and now let's discuss the welcome message. So it says, hi, I'm the British Airways virtual assistant. I'm able to help with luggage, check-ins, claims, and other queries. If you are wondering about the upcoming executive club, it gives you information immediately that I don't need, actually. I can't, it immediately says that I can't help. I can take payments over live chat. Okay. Immediately says about the payments. And then it says, if at any point you can't see the messages in this chat anymore, refresh the page. Okay. And then it says, what can I help you with today? So what can I say about the welcome message? It's overloaded, definitely, in my opinion. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bubbles. It's a lot. Some information is not, for me personally, is not useful. Let's say I just wanted to ask about if how can I reschedule the flight. So I don't need to read all this information, but okay, thank you. So the next question is from the chatbot. The first question is, what can I help you with today? This is a very open-ended question. And in this case, a person could be a little bit confused. The user could be confused because they would not know what to type, or the question that they will type will be too broad, for example. So let's say I am going to say that I want to my flight and so I say I want to reschedule my flight, and it says, I'm really sorry, we've had to cancel your flight, don't worry. So it didn't understand correctly. Let's say I want to change my flight date. Maybe I said it confused. I confused. Okay, what happened here? I'm really sorry. Did you make your booking directly with British? I want to change my flight date. And it says, okay, thanks. You might be able to rebook your flight for free or get a refund. Manage my booking. What would you like to do? I can say I have another issue. Yeah, and in this case, I already tested the bot. If it gives me this menu and then I can press, I have to press something. If I enter the text, it doesn't react, so I have to enter it one more time. Okay, let's see what happens here. If you need, I have another issue, so I wanted to change the topic. And it says, if you need any special assistance when you fly with us, we're here to help. All you have to do is let us know you need assistance. Okay, it's not exactly what I wanted. So what happened here, they offered me to enter very open-ended question, so to answer open-ended question. And in this case, it's often the case that the chatbot doesn't understand because it's nearly impossible to capture every possible utterance that a person can ask. So let's stop torturing the chatbot. And let's have a look at the menu here. So there is a main menu actually, which is hidden. I don't think that every user will find it. And like main menu, I'm not sure if it's like a very descriptive name. So as you can see, the chatbot can do really a lot of things, such as flight bookings, holiday bookings, like check-ins, like lots and lots of stuff. Let's see flight bookings. So I'm going to use the navigation instead of torturing it. I'm going to change flight changes and cancellations. And here you can see I can change date. So again, lots of information, blah, blah, blah. I think it says that, like it says a lot. Okay, I may have you tried changing your flight dates via manage my booking. Okay, it says again that we cannot change, take payments via chat. Okay, it says give us a call. Okay, I'm going to stop torturing it. What I want to show you also, you can save the transcript, and this is interesting just to see how the conversation looks like. So as you can see, we chatted quite a lot, and this is what business analysts or conversation designers also look at when they analyze the data. Of course, this data is anonymized. All the personal information is extracted. Nobody sees your personal information, names, and everything that you gave it. And yeah, and the last thing that I want to also show you is that you can end chat. And it says, thank you for your patience, conversation ended, and then there is an option always to give feedback. So this is a very good thing for a team to collect the feedback. And as you can see, there are several questions. You can overall, how satisfied. So this is CSAT score. This is customer satisfaction score from 0 to 10. And they also ask you some other questions, so I'm not going to give the feedback. Yeah, So we had a look at this chatbot. You can tell me in the comments what you think about it, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to have this understanding of how the chatbots are made and how they're different from each other. So the interesting thing is that, so the problem is similar for many companies such as British Airways, Ryanair, American, which we're going to review next. However, the teams are different and they approach these problems differently. And I can tell you that there are really great and interesting features that they have implemented, and they solve the problems by with UX, for example. And I believe that these videos could be really useful for chatbot developers, for conversation designers, and for people generally interested in chatbots and trying to understand how they work. So I'll see you in the next video.